Here goes the worst bookshelf tour in history. I'm gonna try to hold this as still as I can for you guys. The lighting's gonna be terrible, but it is what it is. And I'm standing in a really awkward spot, and it's hard to move around over here. On the top, there's The Kiss of Deception and The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson, and The Wrath and the Dawn by some author I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. Then on the top shelf, I'm going to pull a couple of these books out so I can pull them out easier. There's a selection by Kiera Cass, The Elite, and The One. They're all by Kiera Cass. Then Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress by Marissa Meyer. Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress. One of my favorite series. I've read book 1 and book 2, but still need to read this one. The Winter's Curse, The Winter's Crime, and The Winter's Kiss by Marie Rukowski. And then Anna Dressed in Blood and Girl of Nightmares by Kendar Blake. And then Reboot and Rebel by Amy Tintera. And then Horde and Outpost by Anne Aguirre. I love this series, and I'm missing book 1 because I borrowed it to a friend, and I'll probably never see it again, but it's about zombies, and everybody should read it. Then my Jennifer L. Armentrout collection. I'm not pulling these ones out. Obsidian, Onyx, Opal, Origin, Lux bind up with New Beginnings, maybe, I think, and or Shadows, I think, is in there. And then Oblivion, all by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And then Wait for You by Jay Lynn, which is another name for Jennifer L. Armentrout. And then Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. That's it for that shelf. Then on shelf 2, we have Angel Fire, Angel Burn, and Angel Fever by L.A. Weatherly. The Summoning, The Awakening, and The Reckoning by Kelly Armstrong. And my little owl I got for Christmas. See if I can do this with my other hand. The Summoning, not The Awakening, The Awakening, and The Reckoning. Then Crusade, Vanquished, and Damned by Nancy Holder. Rotten Ruin, Flesh and Bone, Dust and Decay, Fire and Ash by Jonathan Mayberry. I love the covers on these. I haven't read them yet, but I'm definitely gonna. Zombies, more zombies. Love the zombies. And then over here we have Paranormalcy, Supernaturally, and Endlessly by Kirsten White. Die for Me Until I Die, and If I Should Die by Amy Plum. I don't know if you guys want to see the covers or not, or if you care. Not that I'm doing the best job here. And then shelf 3, we're gonna have terrible lighting. We're getting down in the corner. Pushing the Limits, Dare You to and Crash Into You by Katie McGarry. Game of Thrones and A Dance with Dragons by George R.R. Martin. Tiger's Curse, Tiger's Quest, Tiger's Voyage, and Tiger's Destiny by Colleen Houck. Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. Falling Kingdoms, Rebel Springs, and Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rhodes. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. And then Half-Blood and Pure by Jennifer L. Ermintrout. And one of my favorite series, I'm gonna pull these ones out. I'm going backwards. Sweet Reckoning, Sweet Peril, Sweet Temptation, and Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins. I read the first 3 of 4. And then some books I pulled off the shelf to make this easier. Hold on one second. We have one of my favorite books, The Third Scroll by Dana Martin, which is now called The Reluctant Concubine. Definitely should read that one. The Dark Unwinding by Shannon Cameron. The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel. Into the Darkest Corner by Elizabeth Haynes. Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer. Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Unhooked by Lisa Maxwell. I started reading that one and got about 100 pages in, and I didn't have time to read it, so that one's put on hold.